Do you have a pet peeve? I have a pet peeve, and it is having to work on something before I can use it, and this includes airing up tires. I have got not just one, but two-wheel dollies that have flat tires. This one, the wheel done fell off of it. This one, the wheel done falling off of it too, and the tire's flatter than crap. It won't even take air, so it just blows straight through. So what in the heck are we going to do about this? So I am so sick of having to do 5 minutes worth of work to this dolly to move something that would only take like 30 seconds. So I went to Harbor Freight and I found these 10-inch worry-free tires. You know, I was actually going to go down there for just the rubber replacement, you know, and they were like $8, $9, $10 or something like that for the rubber tire, the wheel, and the tube. And then I saw that these were... pliers fell. I saw that these were $13.99 a piece, and I said, well, that's going to fix my problem quite a bit. So let's go ahead and start the process. First wheel done fell off. Let's go ahead and remove this second wheel. While I was at it, I didn't buy any of these extra washers, so I'm hoping this one comes off nicely. If it doesn't, I have a fix. Normally you can grab these and just give them a little twist. And then when they come off, you can knock them flat and reinstall them. But today, it's a Sunday and my local hardware store is closed. The nearest place is going to be across, next county over. So I'm not inclined to actually want to drive that far today. Oh shoot, that thing just destroyed itself. Never fear, I've got a fix. So now, as stated, it's Sunday and the local hardware is closed. So what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to take two 5/8 fender washers and some cotter pins. I'm going to take two cotter pins and I'm just going to drill straight through that axle. That way these cotter pins set on there and I don't have the failure that I had before. The little push-on, the correct push-on little axle washers, you can use those, but that has fallen off. It's failed on both of these dollies. So I'm going to go with a system that I think is a little bit more infallible. Quite frankly, if it's good enough for your 6,000 or 7,000 pound vehicle at 70 and 80 miles an hour down the interstate, I'm going to do this on my dolly. So here is our axle. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wheel. The dish side goes out. This is meant to be a standoff from the frame. So let's go ahead and put this on there. Let's take our fender washer, put it on there. And I have selected a cotter key, and this cotter key, if it'll focus here, is basically just enough to pass through the axle, and it'll be beefy enough to hold everything on. So let's go ahead and mark where I want to put my cotter pin. I just use the end of the cotter pin to scribe me a mark there. Let's take all this back off. Now I'm just going to take a file and deburr that. There we go. I love it when a plan goes together. Let's put our wheel on here. Let's take our fender washer, put it on there. Now let's go ahead and get this to focus. I don't think it likes that white wheel. But we're going to take our cotter key. We're going to push our cotter key down in there. Then we're going to bend the back side of this thing around a little bit. Bend the front of it around. And boom. Now, let's go do this on the other side. So again, our standoff here goes against the frame. We put our washer on here. We're going to get our cotter key. We're going to mark our little spot. Just use the end of the cotter key as a scribe. Let's take our punch. There we go. So there we go. We've got no air in our tires. We don't have to fool with these little problematic push-on washers. We got a fender washer and a cotter pin that's very easily replaced because I just keep these little cotter pin kits around, and I've got all sorts of hardware and things that I can use. So now I've got a trouble-free dolly. So I'm gonna do the same thing to that gray dolly. That way I'll have two trouble-free dollies because dadgummit, 2 is 1 and 1 is none, right? So might as well fix them both. Y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you guys found this helpful. We'll catch you next video.